Today we're playing Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes to wrap things up. This is a remake of the PlayStation 1 version of Metal Gear Solid. Now this is a pretty decent remake. It basically takes all the advancements of Metal Gear Solid 2 and then puts it in the first one with the same kind of graphics. The only real complaint I have about this is the controls off. I do believe that the Gamecube controller isn't really made for this game, so it's so awkward to play, and that might just be because I'm used to using the PlayStation controller to play this. Actually all the voices and everything are re-recorded in this game, and the cutscenes are actually directed by some sort of popular Japanese director. I can't tell you who, but it's a lot more stylized than the PlayStation cutscenes, but they also didn't have this kind of technology, so maybe they didn't get to do what they wanted to. So I'm going to skip this.
Nuclear weapons disposal facility.
If you guys played a Metal Gear game, you already know it. And the screen looks kind of a lot like the Metal Gear Solid 2 screen with the weird kind of background. They call it Twin Snakes, but it's really just a remake of Metal Gear Solid 1 on the PlayStation 1. No, I'm probably going to die a lot on this because I don't remember what the controls are on GameCube. You have different radar options. I don't believe that was in the original. Yeah, the music's a little bit different. Like the music kind of had that lady singing that was in like earlier on this video when it comes to this part. I'm not too fond of like some of the changes in the voices and the music. This is made by Silicon Knights, as you saw. They also made Internal Darkness, which is on a lot of people's favorite survival horror games list. I never thought it was that scary, but that's my personal opinion. You can see it's a lot more detail. You don't have those weird faces. They did not change the codec sequences at all graphically.
This is Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and
It's
clear.
really subtle for the characters that reprise their roles to be able to tell that what they're saying is different. I also think some of the stuff is retranslated. I gotta figure out how to duck on this. So, this is so weird. I don't know if you know the layout of the GameCube controller. You have to hold X to duck. Lean on this. I guess B is the action button. I believe you have tranquilizer guns on this too, which you didn't have in the original. He doesn't start off with them though. Alright, so you think A would do everything, but I don't know what A does. And then the camera button so far doesn't do anything. Doesn't mean it won't in the future. And the Z button's first person. Oh, this is gonna be weird. The little B button helps you punch. Yeah, shut up. I need rations here. I imagine the guards are a lot more strict, if I remember correctly, because they're kind of going by Metal Gear Solid 2 rules. Oh, he saw me, son of a bitch. I wanted to choke him, but I don't know how. I didn't want to climb up. Looks like I'm already gonna have a hard time for this video. This game gets better once you figure out how to play it, but right now I'm struggling. There's not a lot of places to hide because they're as smart as the soldiers on Metal Gear Solid 2. can't just basically run around the cones like you can. I forget how to do everything. Don't mind me. I think this was the duck button. It was nothing. I'm trying to get him to crawl back down the stairs. It's probably because I'm used to playing Metal Gear Solid 1, but this shit's kind of a pain in the ass to refigure this controls. Gamecube controller was made for only specific games. It wasn't made for every single game. Like, the games that it's made for, this controller is exceptional and works perfect, like the Rogue Squadron games, Zelda, Mario. For this game, I don't know. So somehow I'm gonna have to manage to get up there, and what's probably gonna happen is I'm gonna forget what button does what to activate the elevator. That's really the main obstacle of this game, is trying to figure out the button configuration. Alright, let's roll.
Who's there?
Oh jeez, I see everything. You don't have to be in their little cone for them to be able to see you. It's just ridiculous. I'm gonna go hide in the water. Luckily, since I have this mask on, my oxygen doesn't deplete that fast, but it's still depleting. I guess that's the action button. I haven't looked, but I wonder if there's a way to reconfigure your buttons. Pushing start, it's doing nothing. It's a little late in the game to even attempt. Come on. That was just lucky. I didn't really show this part last time, but this will give you an idea of the more detailed character models of Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, I don't like this Matrix kind of music that they enforce in this game. I think it sounds stupid. I think the original soundtrack or Metal Gear Solid was perfect. You don't need to make it all stylized. I think they toned it down in later Metal Gears, realizing how ridiculous it was. But I guess when this came out, the Matrix movies and kind of like crazy action, bullet time type of stuff was pretty popular. Not that this has bullet time. That's the only way I could explain it. I'm trying to just make it really Matrixy. The company that made this, I don't even think is in business anymore. I think the last game they made was Too Human on the Xbox 360. So yeah, Snake looks a lot better, a little bit more clean cut, less raggedy, no mullet.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent.
ID, yes. I played this game too many times. Well, the PlayStation version.
There are only 18 hours left until their deadline.
That's Mei Ling. Listen to her
The bright
voice.
dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their
They
field of
changed her
vision.
voice
Be
completely.
careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly
I
developed
just,
senses of hearing
I don't,
and vision.
that
due
w-
to
I
their
feel like that change is unnecessary. Even if it sounded silly or bad or whatever, that was the voice that they had. Just like when they changed the voices on the remakes of Castlevania Symphony of the Night, I didn't like it that much. Yeah,
If you
use your
wanna get in.
goggles, I don't care. This part is a lot more difficult to pull off than the last time. Let's see if I have a prayer. I can't remember, but I think that the gun's there now. It has a silencer. This is really all I need, but I don't know how to activate it. Isn't that sad? Come on, how do you climb up? Oh, we got both things. Convenient that they had two guns under the same area. Now, how do I use the M9? Because I don't know. Press the A button to aim, release the fire. Well, how do I get the first person view? Oh, I don't like that. You have to hold Z. That's ridiculous.
Is there somebody there? Enemy sighted.
Damn it. I shouldn't have to learn all this shit. Oh, and they got shields. Phew. I'm not gonna make it. But you all are going to go to sleep regardless. My camera's cracked. That's cool, I guess. Oh, the control's so awkward on this game. I think they could have made the control a little bit better. Like, I'm recording a video, I can't tell you the best way to do it, but the control scheme on this does not feel natural at all. So I have nothing, so I have to go back and get it. See if my memory works. Get my M9 tranquilizer gun. I don't think that's gonna work. Come on, where are you? Probably close. There you are. Did I hit you? Yeah, you're pretty much drugged. Let me go and get my SOCOM. If I remember how to climb. As you can see, wasn't too successful at that. Get up. I hate the controls of this game. If it wasn't for the controls, I'd like this game a lot more. Metal Gear was made for a PlayStation configuration, or PlayStation-like configuration. Surveillance camera. How I avoided that is beyond me. Quit my little tranquilizer gun that I will be whoring out like crazy because I don't know what I'm doing. Not with these controls. Go to sleep. Did you not get hit?
Huh? What's that? Who's that?
That was short-lived. Man, it took a long time for him to go to sleep. How do I get out of this? There we go. Oh, I hate figuring out these controls. I forgot how to pick up bodies. Can you pick up bodies on that? I don't care. Yeah, shut up. Look, you got a combine button just to listen to your codec. Well, I don't want to keep you guys waiting too long. I'm going to wrap up this Metal Gear thing. I hope you enjoyed the Metal Gear games that I have. There's also Metal Gear Acid 2. There's a iPhone app of Metal Gear Solid 4 that's like kind of like a shooting game. Like a light gun shooting game where you tap on stuff. And there's also Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops. But beside that, you've pretty much seen all of the Metal Gear related games. So I hope you enjoy this. If you haven't, thank you for being patient, and I'll start covering different games. But I hope you enjoyed watching this. Sorry I didn't get that far on this, but it was just to give you an idea about what it looked like compared to the PlayStation 1 version. So, thank you for watching. Alright guys, take care. Bye.
So call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna.